Hello, hello. We're live. I'm just waiting for people to start joining. Hello, Donna. How you doing? Hope you're doing good today. Ooh, that was loud. Let me turn that off. Okay, be quiet. I think I'm spelling this right. I hope everybody's doing good. We're not quite 8 o'clock. We just turned 8 o'clock. I just went a minute early because I was already here. And I'm just getting my title together. Hey, Anna. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys are doing good. Okay, so let me go in here. I gotta save that. I want a word. I'm trying to get a spelling, so I make sure I spell it right. Okay. Did y'all have a good day today? It's funny. My days off always seem like they go super quick, you know? Like why can't they drag? Like how work days drag sometimes? Okay, and let me get the V. I think this is going to come together pretty quick, but I have some things to show you if it does go too fast. Because thankfully, a lot of times when you use pattern paper for a background, like the flowers, because I'm doing April's challenge, it tends to go pretty quick because you don't want to put too much because it'll be like too busy, you know. But I'm going to show you guys my interpretation. And sorry. I knew it was going to take me a long time to spell this, so that's why I wanted to start off with that first. So if you guys are coming in and I haven't seen you yet, don't worry. I'm going to look up here in a second. Give me a second. Anniversary. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I tore off too much paper. We'll work on this later. Oh no, I got it. Yay. Okay. So my title is going to be Heavenly Anniversary because Monday, yesterday, was actually my parents' anniversary. And so I'm going to scrap a picture of them both. And for my interpretation, I'm using a flower background paper. There's already flower elements in this wreath, and it's pattern paper. There's even some like light flower elements kind of in the center here. And then, of course, we're going to add some more with our laser cuts. But that's going to be my interpretation. So I didn't use an entire sheet covered with flowers. You don't have to, but I am using flower paper as my background. Okay, so that's going to be the photos. We're going to cut those down. Woo! Yes. Oh, you went to Macy's flower show. Oh, I bet you that was beautiful. Yeah, you should do it. Oh my God, Flower Emporium would probably be perfect for those pictures. Uh-oh. Oh no. You said Tristan got something on his esophagus and we need to do blood work and he needs it. EDG. So we are nervous and waiting. Oh, Anna, I'll definitely put Tristan in my prayers, and that it's, it winds up being, nothing serious. And even if it is, that you've caught it in time, and God's got them. Okay, definitely will keep you and the family lifted. Okay. All right. And I think I might have scrapped these before, to be honest. I don't remember. But I'm just taking a 1/4 inch off of 2 of the sides. And because if I do it there, well, I guess I could do, nope, mom's hair is still there. So I could put it down shorter here and still use this side. I always like to trim my photos down for my mats because I've already cut 3x4 paper, and I chose the blue for my mat, even though there is some orange, just because I thought it would help kind of, give them a little bit of definition on the paper. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. There's power in prayer, right? If you believe, there's power in prayer. All right. And let's go ahead and get these backed. All right. Did you guys have good weather? Ours was kind of weird today. We had mostly rain. And then at some point, it got nice and sunny, but I was already in the house. So, but I hope you guys, if any of you are out in the Midwest, I hope you guys are all safe. Because I know we have some people who watch from out there. You guys, if they even have power to be able to watch, I don't know. But just keep a lot of the people out there. I guess they had some severe storms come through, and some are without power. So just keep them in thoughts, okay? And hope they get their power back on and things get back to normal. Because that's the worst part. Okay. Okay. So there's our, oh, look at me keeping my keyboard out. I don't need to do that. I didn't mean to do that, y'all. Okay. So here we go. And I keep doing this. I'm trying to see because there's a little bit of writing. I want to make sure that I'm putting it in the right direction. Yeah, there it is. That actually looks like a word. Okay. So this is the way that it goes. So I'm thinking even if we do something like that, right? Because there's more of an opening up here. So if we do photos there, and then we can do, I might do tear this in half and do like a little orange piece sticking out there. I love these stamps, so we may use those, or maybe we'll do like that. Just trying to create like a little place, even if it's underneath the photo. Come on, lift that. Little places to anchor and put some of our flowers and stuff. I love this flower. It's so big. I might have to move this down. Or is this going to come off? It's going to come off the page. Let me see if I can scooch. There we go. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me while I kind of layer this out. I like the always. Come on, flower. I want it to go like that. Okay. And then we can do everything. I like treasured. And then I'm going to use stay close. And then let's look at the flowers. Butterflies, of course, we could put all over the place. I've never found a butterfly. I don't know where to place. Right? Oh, work was good, Anna. It was a long stretch there. So today feels good. Yesterday I was late getting off, of course, because I can never get off early even when I plan it, I can't seem to get myself out on time. So but I made it around 4 o'clock. I got out, so it was still early than I normally am. So I'll take that as a win. Ugh. So that was good. I think the smart thing that I did was I took those days before. So we're just gonna kind of fill in some of these flowers. I know I want some here. Maybe over here. We're just kind of, laying them out, seeing what we got. We can always layer on top. Ooh. And then I'm going to show you another trick too that you can do. Oh, I was like, I thought I had 3 of these. I do. Okay. We're going to put this here like this. Maybe something like that. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you have to work Sunday? Yeah. Last Sunday was mine, so this Sunday coming up, I'll be off. But okay. So if you guys have never done this before, like say you lay out your project, right? And you want to kind of, basically have an idea of what it was that you've laid out. And you don't have press and seal. I always like to take a picture and then look at it again on my phone. And that sometimes will help me determine, like, okay, actually looking at it in the photo, I don't want those there because it's taken away. I like this red leaf there. So we're just going to leave the leaves up there. And what we'll do is we'll probably just add these, to our clusters down here. I like that better. But it, like, in looking at it, it just gives you a better like idea, and you can zoom in and see if you like certain things. If you don't mind my stomach. But I like doing that when I can, when I'm not using my phone for like the actual live and stuff. So you can have another perspective. Hey Tisa, thanks for joining. You didn't get a notification? I set it up through YouTube and I posted on Facebook the link. I'm sorry. But no worries. We're just kind of laying everything out, figuring out how we're gonna lay everything down. Basically, I'm doing the April challenge, which is the floral paper pattern, for your background. And I decided to use this one because it's like out of florals in a wreath shape. So that's what I'm using. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move these and these and these. Okay. And what I'm going to do is work on placement for this stuff. I'm pretty sure this is where I want this to land. I was asking everybody. Oh, yeah, it's YouTube. It's always you. No. Because usually you guys do get alerts when I set it up through my StreamYard, right? Because it puts it on my page. So I would hope that it would alert people. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let's do this. Okay. I had a little bit of glue, or tape, I should say. So what we're going to do real quick is just put a little bit of glue right here. This is kind of where our red one was peaking. And then we're going to put glue all over the back of this. Ooh, don't turn, don't turn, don't turn. You don't need a lot because these will lay down. You just want to put a little bit behind, some of the leaves. I just want to put it. Yeah. Because I think even if I go like this, yeah, I think it'll still be okay. Yep, pretty similar. And I got it up here over on my phone. So we're okay. We're doing okay. Hey, Jessica. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Ooh, getting a little messy there. I'm doing the April challenge with the floral pattern paper. I'm using, I think is this Alina? Elena? What's this girl's name? Yeah, Alina from 49 and Market. This is an old one. This is like, I think one of my first ones I got from 49 and Market. I think with Michelle. Yeah. And I wanted to use it. I like the colors and they go really well with the photos that I'm using. So, yeah. All right. Can you guys believe it? In like, what? Is it 3 days? Wednesday, Thursday? Nope. Today is the third day. So it's about what? 2 days? We'll be in May. We're almost halfway through the year. I can't. Like, I can't. And next month, I'm going to be 51. Whew. Lord. Time is flying way too fast. Way too fast. Okay. Yeah, we can put one there. Okay. Just kind of refiguring out these flowers real quick. Anybody? Thank you, Anna. I know. We're almost, when we get to June, we'll be halfway there. Right? Or is it July? I don't know. One of the months. Oh my goodness. Where is the time going? Can someone put a break on it? Like, hold up. Wait a minute. I'm not ready. I am not ready. Actually, it's been flying since I turned 40, to be honest. I feel like once you turn 40, it's almost like hold on to your britches. because time is flying. Oh, boo, Anna. Not mama going back to Brazil. Boo. Tell her she can't go. She's got to stay. Yeah. Well, hopefully she won't have to be gone for long. You know, like maybe she can come back sooner. You know what? I might use some foam squares. I think on the bigger ones, give them a little bit of height. And then put these ones down flat. Yeah, we're gonna have so much fun in May too. We got National Scrapbook Day, weekend, and you know we always have something fun planned for you guys on that. And then my birthday, cookout season begins. Memorial Day, what? We get to grill burgers and hot dogs. My favorite time of the year. I love a good cookout. Love a good cookout. Okay, foam squares. This one I might just do one in the center, call it a day. We don't need that much because this is just right here. This one I think is going to need more than one. It's a little bit bigger. So I'll definitely use the 2 I still have in my hand, and we'll go from there. I think I already put that down. Let's put this flower. That's what I like about these laser cuts, because you can put some of them flat. You can pop them up. They give a little bit of dimension. Oh, thank you, Tisa. Oh, the paper did the most work. You know what I mean? I like how this is turning out. And what I also, you could do with something like this is, you see how they have the lines here? Like they did, it almost looks like it's string, right? String that I put down. If you wanted to, you could put holes, and actually do your own threading and create a design. Hey, okay. Dana, I got it. I was like, scrappy girl, scrappy girl. Your name, Dana, is right there. Hello, Dana. Thanks for joining. All right. So we have our butterflies, which a lot of times, sometimes I'll put them on the flat page, but when I'm lifting up some of the flowers, sometimes I do like to put them like they landed, on top of what we have already, designed. And then this one I'm going to put flat up here. And I always put the glue right in the center, because if you have it out, you can, fluff the wings and make it look a little bit more 3D. And if you put it into a sleeve, you just lay them flat and they'll be okay. They just won't be permanently flat, And then since this one's a blue one, I'm going to put this blue one over here. We're going to put it on top of this smaller flower where it's sitting down. And you just press and hold it for a few seconds. You guys, I'm going to have this done in like no time. But I do have something I want to share with you. So we're going to work on that. Since it's technically what would be our Technique Tuesday, I'm going to share what Tisa was using that other day when she had her pre-made palette. I'm going to show you guys a few things. Okay. I'm just trying to get that to be secure. Press and hold. This one is still trying to dry. Oh, my kitty's up here. You guys can't see him. He's laying down. So I think what I'm going to do is my title's going to be Heavenly Anniversary. They would have been married 52 years if they were still here. All right. So I'm going to put, I think, Heavenly right here and the anniversary like right below it. All right. So this is going to take a minute. So no worries. I'm going to try and use, I thought I had my flat ruler from We Are Memory Keepers to be able to like lay it out. They have like where it comes with all the different, like this one's more like an S curve. I thought I had my flat one, but I don't know where it's at. It's amazing how stuff gets like sucked up out of here. And I keep all my rulers right next to me. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't like the curve though. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I guess I could use my T-square. Let's see. I think we can work it out. Okay. This part is going to be a little tedious. But I'm not going to press them down because I want to make sure I'm putting them in kind of the right area. And then I'm going to have room. All right. And it's okay if it goes across the leaf. I don't mind that. It doesn't bother me. It just incorporates it into the layout. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Got it. Use sticker paper. Sticker paper? What's sticker paper? Do I have sticker paper? I'm trying to think. You know, normally I have my wax paper. I do usually have that, but sometimes just to keep it, because it's so many letters, to keep it pretty straight, I like to use that ruler because you can line it up and then kind of like, oh, I almost grabbed the spray bottle. You can kind of like glue the one edge and like lay it down. But I think this will be okay because it's pretty much, I see where it's at and I tried to keep it pretty straight. So, yeah. All right. Bear with me if you're leaving any comments. I will look up again in a second. I will look up in a second. Okay. Oh, the backing from the stickers. Oh, yeah. I guess I could have. I never thought of that. Or even like the clear plastic, the packaging. You can use that too because it won't stick permanently to it. You just need something that it's not going to stick permanently to. So my N is always looking drunk. Why is that? Stop drooping. Uh-oh. I have a cat moving beneath me. Hello, sir. Is it Salem again? earlier today, Mango came and visit me. I was like, you always come and visit when no one's on live with me, so they can't see you. Mango is my orange and white cat. Okay. Let's do, so anniversary, obviously, super long. So I'm probably going to have to start. I think these letters are like stupid long too. I'm like, why are they so long? There's not much I could do about that. You know what? These I'm going to glue as I go. I'm going to glue as I go. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. We're going to have to fit anniversary in where it fits in. Oh, right. I know. He never comes around. He only comes around when you guys aren't with me, I swear. Even when we're on our Zooms, he doesn't come in. It always makes me laugh because everyone's like, where's Mango? I'm like, I don't know. He used to come visit every now and then. I think he's with my aunt right now, getting his nap on. Because we fed him not too long ago. All right. Are we halfway there on anniversary? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're almost to the middle. We're almost to the middle. I'm like, it's amazing. I would definitely have failed like the spelling bee if I got this word because I didn't realize how many letters were in it. I'm like, I kept pulling out alphas and I was missing stuff. I was like, okay. How many R's do I need? Hey, Pam, how are you doing? Did you get any of the storms? I hope you guys are okay where you're at. I know our weather was a little weird here today. Did you get a lot of rain, Tisa? It was rainy this morning. It was really rainy. Cloudy, moody. And then by this afternoon, it looked like it got brighter. But like usually on my day off, I like to stay inside. I know it's horrible. People like to go outside, walk around. I'm like, I deal with the public a lot at work. So on my days off, I like to stay inside. So a lot of times I admire the weather from my windows. No rain. Yeah, we needed rain too. I think we're in a drought still. We haven't gotten as much as we normally get in April, that's for sure. Yeah, it was probably around, I had to take my aunt to the doctor's around 10. So like probably from like 9 something to about, I would say 1. It was on and off spitting, and then it it got a little sunny out in the afternoon. Okay. All right. Now, the anniversary, I was like, why is my thing so heavy? Is blending in a little bit. Obviously, you can see it better when I hold it up. But if you wanted to, To make it stand out a little bit, you could color inside with a little bit of like a darker. I've done it before with like a color pencil, watercolor pencil, wet it and just like kind of go around the letters to give it a little bit of shadow. I'm not going to do that on this one. I like it with the gold. Um, and I know what it says, so I'm going to leave it. Right? Right. Hello? Yes. Oh, you're headed to South Carolina tomorrow. No, it's scheduled to rain the whole time. You're gonna be there, Tisa. That sucks. Um, yeah, yeah. I know it probably sounds horrible, but yeah, I try to avoid people. And it's funny because everyone's usually like, "What do you got planned on your day off?" I'm like, I really don't want to plan nothing. Like, I don't want to do nothing. I would like to stay home. So right now I'm going to use some of the Nuvo Pecan Peach spray for, you guys guessed it, it's 8:35. We're about to splatter. Can you believe it? You're driving facing the sun, so you really can't see. Oh, that's okay. Just thank you for tuning in. Oh, I can't believe it's going to be raining the whole time. Well, you're going to be crafting the most of the time too, though, right? Aren't you going to be inside? Or did you guys have like different plans like around? That's one I haven't been to South Carolina in that way, like to visit like Charleston and stuff like that. Now these splatters are going to blend in, right? Because they're obviously peachy. But they're going to have shimmer to it because this has mica in it. So once it dries, you'll see the shimmer when you move it around. Fun, fun. And then we're also going to do, I think I'm going to do the whites. Lots of walking. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you're going with him. I thought you were going to because then you go to South Carolina for like a crop thing before. I thought it was maybe one of those. But that'll still be fun. I don't know why I always think of shrimp and grits. I'm like, let's go get some shrimp and grits. Even though we can get shrimp and grits here. They're good. Okay. Sorry. Trying to concentrate there. And then let's see. Should I, you know what? There's black lettering. I used Heavenly in black. So let's just go ahead and add some black splatter too. I know I love shrimp and grits. Woo! Yeah, yeah. Hopefully it will be on and off rain and not like continual rain. That way you guys can have a break as you sightsee and stuff like that. I might have to get a new black. Uh-oh. To the cart. No, I'm just kidding. I can't be without black. I think I have an extra one actually already, but you know I don't play when it comes to my splatters. I want my colors to be ready. Those are the trifecta. Well, except for the peach. The pecan peach, I only use obviously when I'm using peach paper. Usually I use gold or something like that. But for this one, I wanted that the shimmer of the peach. It still isn't fully dried yet, so you don't see it, but we got the black and the white. There you go. And that's, really the paper doing most of the hard work. You know what I mean? So you're just literally decorating just a few little clusters around, creating a little interest. But this 49er market paper, half the time you don't have to do nothing. You can almost just put the photo down and be like, okay, I did a layout. Thank you. All right. So I want to get to the other part. So we're going to come back to this. I'll show it again before we're done. Okay. Now Salem's looking at me crazy. So I've gotten the one of the distress palettes that Tisa had, and she showed in her layout in her live the other day when she was doing the circles. And I wanted to see. Yeah, I think you just open it. You just open it? Okay. I was like, well, how do you open it? All right. So with this palette, obviously you have your individual circles. This is the side where you would like mix your colors and stuff if you wanted to. I was looking to see if you could possibly fit like a label in between. You might be able to create your like what the name of each one is. You will probably have to do it on the bottom. At some point, though, it's going to be really hard to get the labels in. And then I was thinking, could you put it on the front, like a label for each of the colors? So then you would know, what color you were going into that way. That's also a possibility. But, okay, so what she did is she took the palette and she took all of her favorite colors and created little palettes of the color, right? And the thing is that with this, these are woodless, right? I want to say it's called woodless. Yeah, woodless watercolor pencils. So what does that mean? That means you're getting like 100% pigment color. Okay? So when you sharpen this, what goes into the sharpener is pure color. Okay? So I got, and I think Michelle had them at one point, the Prismacolor pencil sharpener. And hold on. Let me see if I can get it out. I haven't used this in so long. Ooh, there it is. So inside right now, I think that's black. Do I have black here? Okay. Since I already have black and I have black soot right here, let's start with black soot. Okay. Yep. So black soot. And I know that was the last one I did because I can see how sharp it is. Right? In comparison to that tip. Okay. So I don't really want to re-wet or re-sharpen it again. But since I already have some in here, I'm just going to go ahead and tap it into the center. Okay. And then I want to clean this out. So that's going to be part of the, not the struggle, but you can either do the pencil right into the well if you have that type of pencil sharpener. I just don't want to cross-contaminate my color. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Ooh, come on, get in. There we go. Okay. So let's do, I'm going to do this one, which is walnut stain. It was right next to it, so I'm just going to use it. And really, you don't need that much. So I'm taking the opportunity to sharpen the pencil. And then taking the shavings and putting them into the well. Now, normally, and what you can do is go ahead and try not to, I know if you squeeze softly, it doesn't spray kind of all over the place. But you just want to kind of wet up what's in the palette. Just wet it up. So it's a process, you know what I mean? Like it's not something that you could do like super quick. I wouldn't do it super, super quick. But like if you can do as much as you can in one setting, yeah, do that. So I'm gonna, and then the great thing about watercolors is when you let them dry, all you do is re-wet with water and you have a permanent palette. Now I probably will need to do some more black soot in there, but I just wanted to show you, you know what I mean? Like an idea of basically what you're doing when you're setting up your palette. And then you have, let's see, your paper. Right? So you could do all your watercoloring. You can do your, you know, technically you could even, if you had it wet enough, you could do your splatters with this, you know? All right from here. So what I did in the past, I'm gonna let this kind of like just sit and let it dry naturally. But I've made my own palettes using opaque watercolors. You can buy they have watercolor tins like this that you can get on Amazon and art stores, stuff like that. And these are, what did I call them? They're opaque, but that's not what they're called. They're called gouache. This is called gouache, okay? And you can see like some of them break in pieces. It's okay. You can still use that. All you do is, let's do the green. We just put a little water. Right? Put a little water. And then you got watercolor. Just that little bit of spray, and I got all that color out of that square. You know what I mean? And it's broken up. The pieces, there's little pieces and stuff. You just keep adding water. It's okay. It'll reactivate. That's the beauty of watercolors. And so I have this tin I bought, and then I created it using tubes of paint. Okay. Sometimes you can buy watercolors that come with their own palette to make. So like this one, I have, because I love watercolors. I used to do a lot of watercoloring at the beginning with my channel. I would stamp and color in these ladies and stuff. They had like flowers in their hair. It was really pretty. But this is basically, I did the same thing. These are Mission watercolors. I followed Christina Warner. She created her palette like this to match the tray. Okay. And so, like, from left to right, I know what each of these colors are. And as the colors, as I use it and the colors go away, I have tons of paint to paint that I can just refill. And literally, again, all you do, let's do, I'm just going to do some water here. So even on the palette, spray some water. I still had ink on my brush, so that's why it's looking a little muddy. Right on the palette. Reactivate it. There you go. That's looking like rustic hinge, or yeah, rustic. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to explore. I love playing with different mediums. I think they're fun. Watercolor is very forgiving in the sense that, if you're scared of it, add water, it'll make it super light, and you can always add color to it. If you want to be more adventurous, get you more like a gouache. It's going to be thicker, so it has more of like an acrylic paint tendency, but it's watercolor, so it's not going to dry. It's not going to dry like acrylics. You know what I mean? Acrylics are like, they dry super quick, and once they're down, there's not going to be much blending left to do. Okay, but with the watercolor, you can reactivate and still blend and kind of like get a nice layering of color. Does that make sense? Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to share with all the stuff I got. There's so many. Now this set I've never touched, but this is the one that came from, I think, one of Vicky Bouton's collections, if I'm not mistaken. So this idea is similar to this, right? They just prepackaged it and gave it to us. This, we're making our own, just using the watercolor shavings from the pencils for the distress colors. So if you love, like, I love distress colors and stuff. So having a palette of these will be super nice. Now, Tisa did give us the heads up that you can't fit all the colors, obviously, in one palette. So you would probably have to get two to get all of them in there. But yeah, so start off with a cheap palette like this one, build up. I used to do my splatters actually with a watercolor set. Let me pull these out. I haven't used these in so long. I need to use them. Oh, I'm trying to get the I can't believe I can't open this box. I used to take these out all the time. These are from Gonzai Tabby. I think I'm saying it wrong. Starry watercolors, but these are the ones I used to use all the time for my golds and stuff. And what I like about it is it'll tell you, like, obviously white gold, light gold. This is more champagne. Yellow gold. This is more of a red gold, and that's a blue gold. So it's like the warmth of them is determined on, what colors they used when they mixed it. So this has like more of a blue cool tone, whereas this is more hot, like red. I love these. These are fun to play with too. So there you go. Don't be afraid of palettes. Use them, create your own, have fun. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. We got a little bit of a Technique Tuesday built in, showing about watercolors. We need to play with them some more. It is something that I miss. I think one of my like calming things that I used to do was coloring. So I don't know. I might bring it back. I might bring it back. Every once in a while when I open up my watercolor drawer, I'm like, I should watercolor more. Why don't I watercolor more? Okay, let me put this away. And this is going to take a little bit to dry. Don't panic, because I did put a lot of water down there, but it'll be okay. And then just real quick, this is what we did earlier. We did the April challenge using flower background paper or flower paper for your background. And I chose this from Alina, the 49 and Market collection. And it's a wreath with the flowers like built in the wreath on the paper. Okay. So thank you guys for joining. I believe I'm the last live for April. So tonight is it. But you guys still have time. Do the challenges. We have the 52-week challenges available. Get you some rest, eat your Wheaties, because this weekend we got a lot coming for the National Scrapbook Day. But we post on our crop page. So make sure you guys are signed up for that. If you're watching this on replay, and you're going to be around on the weekend, definitely check out on the crop page. I think Jessica's posting it Friday. I think she's posting it Friday. Jessica, if you're still here, tell me if you're posting it Friday or not. Oh, and I'm doing the challenge for May, and it is going to be a sketch. So, because I could not be creative, I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I couldn't think of nothing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a sketch. So, it's going to be a sketch for May. I figured that would be the easiest and the most fun, because I like to see how everyone interprets the sketches. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, go get you something to eat, get you some rest, and I will see you guys in May. I can't believe it. All right, y'all. Sending lots of love and prayers for Tristan, okay? If you guys are still here, make sure you pray for Anna's son, Tristan, okay? Just lift him up while he goes through some medical procedures, okay? Sending lots of love, my friend. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.